Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Would you have compassion for a person like this? Such a person who steps into his boss's office and yells at the boss and acts like a prick and then leaves. And then the boss obviously is going to send some negative consequences in his direction, and he starts crying. Do you have any compassion for that baboon? I mean, didn't he think that that would be the normal consequence? You enter the boss's office, you take a poop on his desk, and you expect what? No negative consequences to follow? So this is Zelensky and Donald Trump. Remember when Zelensky came to the White House in the Oval Office and he behaved like a prick? Yes, you are a guest, but you have responsibilities as a guest as well. It doesn't mean that you can behave however you want because you're a guest. And if you disagree with that, next time when you go to someone's house, don't you ask, hey, do I take my shoes off or not? Look around and see everybody else. Do they have the shoes on or off? Regardless of what the rule is at your house, when you go visit someone, you behave according to the customs of that household. Yes, you are the guest, but you also have responsibilities. Now, Zelensky did not care about his responsibilities as a guest, so he insulted not necessarily the guy, Donald Trump, but the United States' presidential office, which represents all of us. So they like that. By by collective, by association, they like it. In the Old Testament, they like it. By association, you're guilty. Remember, in Palestine, if someone commits something, they bulldoze the whole house. Why? By association, you are all guilty. It's in their little booklet over there, So, to the seventh generation. So, if I commit a crime, all my next generations until the seventh generation is guilty of my crime. Do you like that kind of Judeo-Christian culture? I don't. I like the Greco-Roman. But anyway, we don't have it anymore. We're told that we have Greco-Roman. Judeo-Christian. There's two incompatible things. They can't be together. These guys and these guys are just... Anyway, let's go back to our here. So what happened? Zelensky now feels the consequences of his boss sending some negative consequences towards him. And that is US diverted military aid for Kiev to Middle East. Zelensky crying. Tens of thousands of anti-drone missiles were promised to Ukraine by the Biden administration, Vladimir Zelensky has said. Ukraińska prawda. Zelenskyy. US has sent 20,000 missiles bound for Ukraine to Middle East instead. Well, don't worry, it's for your brothers and sisters as well. So you are doing your group's job in Ukraine, and Donald Trump is defending your friends in the Middle East as well. Don't worry, it's a win-win. So, President Volodymyr Zelensky has reported that the United States has redirected 20,000 missiles originally intended for Ukraine to combat Russian Shahed drones to the Middle East. And I'm quoting, we have major problems with Shaheds. We're fighting them, and of course we find tools to destroy them. But we had found something and decided, I think it was under the previous administration, it was Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin, who was the general in the U.S. military, and after he went out, he retired as a general from the U.S. military. He was taken up and he landed the job in Raytheon as a board of directors member. You know what it is? So he's picked up from the public sector to the private sector. That tells you who he served. He's got over there on the board, and then these guys needed him again, and they helped him get back into his business as a defense secretary. So that's how it works in the meritocracy America. But hey, there's nothing that would suggest it was any corruption here. After all, this is America. Hey, America, it's Christmas time, right? All right. We settled on a project and we were counting on it. 20,000 missiles to fight Shaheds. It wasn't expensive. It wasn't. I mean, according to your billions that you make, I don't know how, it wasn't expensive. But who pays? You remember? It's for free. There's nothing that's for free. Someone paid for what you call free. There's no such a thing as a free meal. Someone cooked it. Someone killed the goose in order to cook for you the whatever stew he makes for you. This morning, my defense minister told me his defense minister is not Ukrainian, is a Tatar, as Jewish is Ukrainian. Told me the United States has transferred them to the Middle East. To the Middle East to defend whom exactly? Your brothers. New Voice of Ukraine. US diverted 20,000 anti-Shahed missiles meant for Ukraine to Middle East. Zelensky, he's crying. But, well, didn't Trump tell you you have no cards? You have no cards, man. I take your toys and I give them to someone else. Well, it's your relative too, so you benefit, but still. I just postpone your victory. Why? Because Trump is in charge, supposedly. The United States of America, I mean, on paper, is on charge. He's in charge of everything. He's got the arms manufacturing companies. He's got the money, printing the money, right? He's doing these things. He's got the biggest military, biggest economy. We're the best, man. We're the best. So why are you crying, homie? Why are you crying? Because you made a mistake when you showed up at the White House and you thought you got big balls instead of looking down and understanding you got two little peanuts. Clink, clink, clink. But the West makes you puts for all the baboons some magnifying glasses to see your little peanuts as big balls. That's what it is. And that's the mass media. The mass media are the lenses they put on the world to see you as a the new, better version of Alexander the Great or Napoleon Bonaparte or I don't know, Patton, General Patton if you want. Or if you want even, what's his name, Zhukov, General Zhukov. You're the best man, you're the best man. After all, you're chosen, what the fuck? Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.